In this video, I'll give my counter-arguments to a Nintendo Life's review, written by Thomas Whitehead. I chose Nintendo Life's review because it is part of Metacritic's review of this game, and has rated this game similarly. If you haven't watched the previous parts of this episode, then I strongly advise you to do so. Quote, "At times, the level design falls over in a significant way. We've met a number of roadblocks that required arrest and approach with a fresh mind at a later hour. Some puzzles or enemy challenges can be taxing on any gamer's patience. We've encountered near impossible chasms, requiring ludicrous gymnastics if you mess up an initial series of foaming attacks, a sequence of rolling snowballs, while respawning enemies bully the blur, and a snowboarding level with controls that bizarrely feel as if they're operating on a digital, not analog set of inputs. While not representative of the whole experience, stages such as these and others that feel like over-enthusiastic labyrinths with no end have a damaging effect on the wider campaign." Unquote. Chasms means pits as far as I know. If so, this complaint is not applicable to this stage. There are barely any pits at all, and the few that do exist aren't easy to fall into either. If you've found anything counter to what I'm stating, then leave what you have to say in the comment below. Every flipper section could be an example of a supposed over-enthusiastic labyrinth with no end, because there are 3 of them, and some players seem to think they are over-enthusiastic in the player's ability to solve each of them. However, since one is launched just below the ledge on the upper path and not directly on the upper path, why not try using parkour or the double jump? Since parkour doesn't work automatically, try the double jump. Even if you don't directly reach all the way up with the double jump, there is the safety net of the double jump allowing you to parkour up the wall of the upper ground. There is also ledge climbing that works without parkour. If I missed any other sections like this in the stage, please point them out. Next quote. One similarity with its Wii U brethren, however, is that we'd question whether younger gamers will be able to handle the maneuvers and skills required, especially in the aforementioned stages that are poorly designed." Unquote. I think every section in this stage can be traversed in a straightforward manner, with a possible exception for the flipper section, and maybe the straight flying birds. I could imagine children stubbornly trying to launch themselves to the right place using the flipper only, without the double jump. Maybe a question mark or hint should appear after having used the same uppermost flipper 10 times, but experience that one can use the double jump when using the flipper. The birdbot issue can perhaps be solved by a hint saying that one can exit the stage, equip an invincibility item in the map, and then get back to the stage and equip the item in this section. If I missed any other ways children would not enter the stage, please point them out. Next quote. "Overall, the campaign veers from decent moments to drawn-out stages that exasperate rather than satisfy, and competitionists can seek out red coins and target better grades in each level, but we suspect most will just be happy to see the end of some more confusing and agitating levels. Therein lies the great flaw with this effort from Dims. Too much of the game simply isn't fun." Unquote. This stage isn't unnecessarily drawn out, right? It's satisfactory, but rings equals new stages if you didn't know. Apart from the flipper sections, this stage doesn't seem to be confusing nor agitating. This stage is fun. Growth. Unfortunately, this is a title riddled with poorly designed stages, or in some cases, areas of stages. These issues vary in form, whether with sudden deaths, cruel one-shot combos, or unforgivably tedious stages that barely resemble a Sonic game at all, but instead rely upon unimaginative subtasks in open areas before progress is allowed. Throwing fiddly controls that, though workable for experienced gamers, intimidate younger or less experienced gamers, and this is a Sonic adventure that comes across as a hodgepodge of ideas, some of which shouldn't have made it past the concept stage. Unquote. This stage is not poorly designed, but with all the fun challenge and experience it provides. Both the blind run and speedrun, but especially so the speedrun, I could neither find any sudden deaths nor any cruel one-shot combos. so if you know of any, please point them out in a comment. Not tedious, except maybe in the flipper sections. The speedy platforming makes it seem well suited to being in a Sonic game. You can't come up with open areas and imaginative subplots to proceed, except for a few ones bordering on that or to that when it comes to killing a number of enemies, but barely board quick, as these enemy hordes are fairly quickly killed if one uses methods such as the charged homing attack and multi-target homing. The charged homing attack should come as second nature by the time I play the stage, which is almost at the end of the game. Some may consider the flipper sections tedious and unimaginative. Flippers are easy. Surely you can time a jump just like any other platforming jump. You can even use a double jump to ensure you end up right where you want to. As for the flipper sections being unimaginative, you can combine flippers, double jumps, and wall parkouring to flip all the question mark spots in a fast and cool manner through mastery and flow. As for the controls being fiddly, there are numerous safety nets if one fails or dies, and there aren't any over-enthusiastic sections where unimaginable controls are needed, as far as I'm able to think of. So this part of the game is not some bad hodgepodge of ideas. Quote, Sonic Lost World on the 3DS has glimpses of excellence, but these flashes are overwhelmed by numerous mediocre stages and a few that are poorly designed and, as a result, too taxing to encourage enjoyment. Unquote. The stage is neither mediocre nor poorly designed, thus not too taxing to encourage enjoyment. Here ends this video. The next video you watch, I think, should be the video where I give my response to Some Call Me Johnny's review of this game. If you found this video informative and watch-worthy, I'd really appreciate you liking and sharing this video.